everyone, and welcome to this week's Mage Mondays, the last of the Weird West expansion that we're going to be playing today, the Weird West finale. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please check out our social links. You can find our Twitter, Discord, and YouTube there. Discord, come and be a part of the community. Twitter, send me a DM and I'll get you a game. And YouTube, you can go and catch up on all the other games we've played. We're playing 3 short series this season, so if you want to get a taste for the Academy, this is a great set of seasons to do it. You only have to commit about 9 or 12 hours rather than a full 36-hour season. Also, check out our sponsors. We are sponsored by Hero Forge. Now, Hero Forge, you might have heard a little thing on the through the grapevine that there's a big Kickstarter coming tomorrow. Colored minis printed in full color. We're going to be releasing everything tomorrow. It looks like tomorrow we'll also have some video assets to play during our breaks and stuff. Very exciting. But you should go and check them out. Also, check out Mage Press, who released this wonderful expansion for 5e. We play, this is a sponsored game from them. If you like what you see, you can go and grab all of their stuff on their website with a 15% discount using my special code. Also, check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many is a resource. Well, Hit Point Press created the Deck of Many things and other things like that. Oh, I picked on. I haven't picked this one in ages. Moving cards. Cards that do things as you move them. Especially, this is the Deck of Many animated things. You can also get spell cards and things like that. And they also made the Humblewood setting for 5e as well. It allows you to play as like a little owl paladin or a raven, so on and so forth. That's all the sponsors. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's go clockwise around the screen and start with Stella Luna. Oh, hi!
Hello, hello! I am Stella Luna. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and today I am playing Haim. He is a Goliath paladin following the Oath of the Badge, so he's essentially an ex-deputy in a gentle giant sort. And, yeah, he asked Rosie out on a date last session, so, that happened.
My goodness. My goodness. Almighty Boab, thank you so much for that sub. Tier 1, 4 months in a row, well on your way to getting your graduation cap. Next around the screen, we have Diego Zombie. Diego, how you doing?
Hi everybody. My name is Diego from Brazil. Hi, I'll be playing Boros Bobby Greythorn. He's a human warden. He is the Call of the Grey Watchman. That means he's out there protecting and he's trying to make some money for his hometown. He's a good boy.
Fantastic. Fantastic. A good boy. Wholesome. That's what you like. Next around the screen, we have Sweet Photogans. Oh, hi, Sweet.
Oh, hi. I'm Fab, and I'll be playing Lucky, the Tabaxi Warlock of Old Scratch. Also from the Weird West expansion.
I haven't busted out my old Scratch voice for a while.
And?
Exciting. Very nice, too. Very nice, too.
Wow, in character.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I'm here for it. This is amazing.
So here we go.
Fab.
I adore that.
You look fab. Last around the screen, we have Cammy Jewel.
Hi, I'm sick, kinda. I'm gonna do my best to power through without losing my voice. I'm playing Jinx. She's a witch and a spirit host, both Mage Press things. So I'm excited about this episode. Oh.
Very, very exciting. Whoa, I accidentally just maximized the Zoom chat. That was huge. So Michael Wayne has come in with 300-bit donation, an advantage for Stella Luna. Now, before we get started today, there is one more thing I would like to talk about. Twitch last week released a new feature called Hype Trains. Okay? Essentially, when free events occur in 5 minutes, which can be subscriptions, donations of 100 bits or more, from 3 separate people, we can start what's known as a hype train. Okay, when you get the hype train, you can donate bits and subs to gain new levels of sub trains, and you get rewards, the people who help out, in the form of emotes. The level 4 emotes are particularly nice for this community because it's a little dragon train. But also level 5 is a unicorn, level 2 is like a yeti or something. You can find it all on the Twitch things, but we're also going to do some rewards here in game as well. So we're not going to try and track how many advantages and stuff are donated during a hype train because that would be crazy. Instead, we're going to go and give rewards based on the levels. So when our hype train has started, at level 1, everyone is going to get 2 advantages. At level 2, I'm going to get 10 disadvantages. At level 3, everyone's going to get 2 auto successes. At level 4, everyone draws from the deck of many. If we hit a level 5 subtrain, we all get all of that. All of the rewards are issued. So, we'll see how that goes. I hope you all enjoy the hype trains. They've been amazing so far. Let's see what happens with it. Without further ado, let's get into this here game. Actually, how many retweets are we at? 6, okay. Okay. 6 retweets. We're good. Cammy, where does Jinx wake up?
Not in the stables like last time, that's for sure. She's probably in a chair, sleeping.
In the chair sleeping in the frat house in one of the abandoned buildings?
Sure, or the bar, wherever she kind of found room and quiet.
Somewhere quiet. The dream. The dream. Stella, actually, I haven't given room for a bit of a recap. Should we do a little bit of a recap and then you can tell us where Haim is?
Sure. So last time here on Weird West, we met a man by the name of Cassidy, Father Cassidy, and we didn't see this, but he was called in to talk to Fred Durst, the right-hand man of Little Richard. And there we met Rosie, the old woman who tends the bar. She had 2 teeth left, sunken eyes, and a gray button. Essentially, we were recruited to go check out the Bills. It's a big family of Aracroas, how you pronounce it. They make gin, and they cut a deal with Father Cassidy. We encountered some desperados on the way back. I tried to apprehend one, but unfortunately they were executed. And there was a frat party. They became reverends. Oh, and there was our horse. Yeah, something happened to our horse. I wasn't sure what happened, but Jinx wasn't quite fond of what happened there. And I may or may not have asked Rosie out to dinner. We'll see what happens there. I think that's it.
So where is Haim the next day?
I think he would have been somewhere close to Jinx. After the party, he would just want to make sure that, especially since they're kind of in this together, we don't get too separated. So he's probably passed out on the floor somewhere nearby.
Fantastic. And everyone, we have started our first hype train of the new season. So the things donated before the hype train get issued. So Diego, Electric Bulb has gifted you an advantage. You can use it at any time to roll twice and take the highest. And Sphinx has gifted 1 advantage to Haim and 1 to Boros. From now on, we are in hype train. No more rewards for individual things. From now on, it's gonna be a matter of what level hype train do we get to. We're already, I think, 95% of the way to level 2. So thank you very much, everyone, for your support. We'll see how this turns out. Haim, it's about 10 in the morning when you feel a pat on your shoulder.
I think his initial reaction is just to kind of gently shove it away. Pulls the hat down closer over their head.
It's a dainty hand.
Oh, good morning. And tip up the hat.
Where did you say you'd woken up?
On the floor.
Which
near
floor, though?
Jinx. In this house? Abandoned house?
It's, Rosie. Rosie turns to you and says, I have to get to work soon, but I had a lovely evening. Level
Haim
2 hype
starts
train.
blushing. He starts blushing. He's like, oh, and he sits up very quickly. He kind of tries to correct his clothes. Oh, and he takes off his hat. And once he removes his hat, he's completely bald. He's got these big, fluffy mutton chops, and that's it. He's bald otherwise. Oh, I hope you have a lovely day, Miss Rosie.
Well, we're supposed to be having lunch together, aren't we?
Oh, yes. What time is it?
It's coming up for noon.
Oh, right. He'll look over to Jinx, who's still asleep.
Jinx is still asleep, yeah.
Okay. He will not disturb Jinx and then get up and say, after you. Opens the door for Rosie.
As you open the door, you open it on the silhouette of Fred Durst, glaring against the morning sun. Hey, I'm Jinx. Come on, today's the day.
He'll look over to Jinx.
She's sitting, looking at the door.
The train leaves in an hour. Rio, your plans are gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Haim will look regrettably to Rose and just kind of bow his head a little. Ma'am, I think we'll have to reschedule lunch for tomorrow, maybe.
He nods. I understand.
And
Looks like I'm gonna have a whole ton of advantages very soon.
Haim will hold the door open for Jinx and just be very patient and wait.
Yeah, Jinx is gonna just stand up and go. Not even acknowledging, because Haim was super wasted last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna hold it against him. Just go out like it's another day.
And as we head out of this building, you can see a large gathering in front of the bar, and there's like a little soapbox set up there, and everyone's gathering there. All the bandits that you've got to know, all the people from the last few episodes, and everything, they're all gathered there. Also Lucky and Boros, but we'll get to you two in just a moment. As you're all standing in this group, you see a halfling alight the soapbox. He's wearing, strangely for the West, a doublet with some lace at the cuffs, and a large hat tipped back high. It's not really a cowboy hat. It looks more like a
Musketeer hat?
yeah, more like a musketeer hat. What would you call that hat? I don't know, but it looks more like a musketeer sort of hat.
Swashbuckler hat? Musketeer hat.
Who knows? Anyway, yeah, he alights the soapbox and says, Good morning, everyone! Today's the day at last! When Big Little Dick's gang takes out the Great Train Robbery. Now we're gonna portion you all into groups. You'll all have different jobs. We stand to make a lot of money today. Big haul for all of us. Who's with me? Yeah. All right, Fred, get him all in order. Oh, you heard him. Little Richard has given us direction for today. Jinx, Haim, you're all with Oh wow, he's going a little bit cronk there. You're gonna be with Lucky and Bobby. You're gonna be doing the big portion of the safe cracking on the train robbery, okay? We received level 1 hype train, I believe. I think we hit level 1. Yeah, we got like some kind of hippogriff thing going on there. Yeah, well done everyone. Thank you for helping us hit level 1 on the hype train, which means everyone gets 2 advantages. Advantages all round. The 4 of you are sectioned as a group. People are given different jobs as well. Some people are tasked with stopping the train. Others are tasked with getting rid of the guards. You 4, though, are taken aside by Fred. And he says, look, I'm going to have a quick smoke. Why don't the 4 of you introduce yourselves, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of this plan, okay? All right, I'm going to go take a smoke. He leaves the 4 of you together.
So immediately, this large guy with a amazing handlebar mustache steps forward and is like, "Hey, good morning. Name is Boros Greythorn. You can call me Bobby. How are you?"
Haim will tip his cowboy hat at you and say, "Howdy. My name is Haim Half Giant. It's a pleasure to meet you, Bobby."
Are you actually half giant?
Yes, he says as he's like 7 feet tall and very big and muscular. He basically looks like if you took a door and turned it into a humanoid, that would be Haim.
Neat.
Hello, I'm Jinx. Nice to meet you.
And a pleasure to meet you too. He sort of takes a bowler hat on top of his head, like, nice to meet you.
And I guess you can call me Lucky. With this group, we'll be the safest ones around. Looking at the 2 giants.
As long as we can make some good old money.
You can bet your horses on that, he says as he like pulls up his massive shotgun and he just kind of lays it across his shoulders. If we run into any trouble, we'll make short work of it, I'm sure.
Well, if any trouble happens, we can count on me. And he sort of reaches back and he pulls this, like it's a large plate of metal that he sort of brute forced into a shield with a hand and everything. He puts his on like, this thing can protect you of everything, against anything. Except maybe bad decisions.
How thick is the shield?
Like a sheet of metal.
Okay.
Not that thick, otherwise you wouldn't be able to lift it, but it can take a beating.
Yeah, Jinx is just gonna walk right through it and be like, "Yeah, this is gonna be useful."
Well, that's a thing. And he brings the shield back to face through you again, then back forward, then back again. Well, that's a neat trick.
Yes, just don't leave it there, because then I'll be pushed out.
He pulls the shield away. Well, that would be bad.
Yes.
And Haim will look over to Lucky. What sort of expertise do you have?
He'll just present you with a gun.
Enough said. He gives you a very appreciative nod.
Well, I don't have a gun, but this may help. And he with his free hand, he pulls what it looks like an anvil on a stick. It's a big hammer made of a handle and a stick with chains around. Like it's makeshift, but it helps. If I can get close enough, that is. It's a good back scratcher too.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to be hit by that. Looks like it's quite a punch.
I would ask the last person I hit with it, but he can't talk much right now.
You also get a very appreciative nod from Haim.
He's kind of just jumping in place, like very happy to be there.
Fred returns. And he... Alright. So y'all are our crack team for this mission, okay? Jinx, you're gonna be especially useful on the safe cracking side of things. And the rest of you, basically, your job is to get Jinx in there and get the money out, okay? You're a muscle if you need it. You're a gunman if we need it. You're a shield if we need it. This is gonna this is gonna form 3 parts. Part 1, you need to find the carriage with the safe. You need to take out any guards that are around there, okay? Part 2, you need to get in the safe. And Jinx, you need to get it open for everyone else to get the gold out, unless you can phase the gold through or somehow. Part 2 is getting the gold out of the safe, okay? However the hell you do it. Putting a lot of faith in you guys. And then part 3 is escape. Team 3 over there, they're gonna be running horses just for y'all to get a clean escape from the train. They're gonna be waiting at checkpoint Charlie all the way down the line, so we might be stopping the train. We might not. It depends on how skittish the driver is. Either way, we need to get that gold off that train. Now, I don't mind telling you that the government, they're going to be sending their elite guards on this job, okay? So, don't assume that anyone's going to be easy to handle. If you need to, shoot first, ask questions later. Okay? Remember, no one messes with Little Richard. There any questions?
No one messes with reasonably sized Richard. Got it.
And now, if we step away for just a second into the meta. Jinx, Heim, do you remember why you're here?
Mm-hmm. To stop this?
Yes, we were employed to infiltrate this gang by a goblin of the name Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to stop the big dick.
Yep. What did I write? Exactly. Infiltrate gang. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But was it stop Big Dick or protect the gold?
See, that's a good question. I did not write that down. I'm pretty sure we were meant to send intel back.
I think we might have attended one too many parties and neglected to do that.
We got caught up in the frat life.
So, speaking to Cammy and Stella for just a second, before we make any more decisions, do we think Jinx and Heim are still here, trying to work for the good? Or do we think they've somehow become indoctrinated into this gang for reals?
Little bit of column A, little bit of column B, maybe.
Yeah, to be totally honest, same.
So then, it seems Fab, Diego, that your actions today may heavily influence how this whole thing goes. Whether Cammy and Stella end up staying loyal to the law, or if they get too overly fascinated with the big dick.
Oh yes, the allure of big dick.
It's the Weird West. Anything could happen.
It's the Weird West. Lots of weird big dicks.
Do we try and please the big dick, or are we gonna cock block?
Jesus.
Okay. So Fred, he's all right. So you got horses. We'll put you up on the up on a rise on a section of the track here. They'll be just coming over the bridge. We're not gonna blow the bridge out or anything like that, okay? But there's gonna be a bridge before up in Rosewater Hill, and then there's another bridge down at Credence Clearwater. We want the robbery to ideally happen between those two checkpoints. It's up to you how you do it, but if you can get in and out without anyone knowing, even better. If we have to stop the train, though, or anything like that, let us know. I'm going to give you this here sending stone, and he just offers it to all four of you, whoever takes it.
I'll take it.
If you haven't got the money off the train by the time you're within 2 miles of Clearwater, send us a transmission, and if needs be, we can try and blow that bridge to stop the train. I don't want to have to do it.
Do you know where the train's actually going? In case, the bridge blowing doesn't work out.
All the way north to all the way south. It's the first train line. You can only go where the rails take it. Any other questions?
How much resistance are we expecting?
A lot.
Ooh,
Teams 1 and 2. Team 1 is going to be doing some recon for us. They're going to let us know via sending stone how heavy the guards are on the train. We're expecting high resistance. If there is a lot of resistance, Team 2 is there to just chaff the wheat for you, to just clear out some of that resistance. Your Team 3. Team 4's on the getaway job.
Alright, sounds simple enough to me.
Alright, well. Good luck. Godspeed.
Depends on how fast God is.
After Fred leaves, Haim will kind of look over to Jinx. It's definitely not subtle, but it's a sort of like, we need to talk kind of look.
Jinx is gonna telepathically say to Haim, I think we fucked up. It wasn't supposed to get this far. What do we do?
You just see Haim. Can Haim communicate back to you telepathically?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Is it one way?
I think it's a one-way.
Okay. You see him kind of adjust his hat, and he looks very uncomfortable. He just kind of looks around, straightens his coat a little. You see him like tuck away where you know his badge is hidden.
Yeah. Jinx is just gonna be like, fuck.
Actually, there's someone approaching the four of you. It's one of your best wearing dude bros. He comes up. He's like, "Hi guys, that party last night was awesome. I'm on team 4. I'm gonna be handling the getaway today, so like, I'm gonna get special horses just for you. Okay, I saw that Zen horse. Saw that. I know what you
Yeah.
like.
And no, can it be any other horse than that?
Oh, yeah, like totally.
Wonderful.
Miss Jinx wasn't very fond of the horse.
Oh, you want us to like get rid of it or something?
Live and let live.
All right.
Just not near me.
Jinx, you suddenly know that somewhere, somehow, that horse is watching you.
No, it's like that duck phobia that was around on the internet for a while. Somewhere, somehow, there's a horse watching you all the time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Honk. All right, well, I just wanted to check in. I hear you guys are doing all the fun stuff, so, hey guys, didn't see you at the party last night, but that's okay. We raised a lot of money for the church. And then we got wasted.
Nah, I wanted to get wasted.
Hey, Reverend Bro.
Yo!
You've been here a while, yeah?
Yeah. Like, ever since Big Dick was small.
Do you know what this hall's gonna be used for?
Some of it's gonna be used for gun running. Some of it's gonna be used for booze. Like, honestly, I think it's like 80% just a power play.
What do you mean?
Well, like, the government trying to flex on us all the time, trying to shut down Big Dick, and Big Dick's just like, nah, bro. Taking your
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not your money. Where's our money?
All right. Have you ever met him?
That was him, like, on stage just a moment ago. The halfling, that's Big Dick.
Oh,
Huh.
I see. Huh.
And then Haim looks over at Jinx and he just looks even more nervous now.
Mm-hmm. Jinx is also visibly, maybe perhaps only to Haim, more nervous. Like, oh, this is, oh boy.
So,
We should figure out how to get on that train then.
Yep.
yep, that seems like the next logical step.
Yeah.
You have any ideas, Lucky?
Well, depending on how slow it goes, we can just hop on from the horses, I guess.
Sounds like fun, if not very dangerous.
Like, there's a section, like, where there's a lot of bends. I know the train has to, like, slow down for that, I think. It's, like, through the pass, where they couldn't, like, plow through the pass or make a tunnel, so they just put a lot of bends in.
Ooh, could we jump from a top somewhere?
I don't know, bro, maybe.
Then we look for the bands. Thank you, bro.
Alright, bro. Alright, I'm gonna go back over to Team 4. We need to find you some horses. I need to get rid of that Zen horse.
How zen is it?
It, like, keeps sitting in the lotus position at sunrise.
Ooh.
I didn't even know a horse had that kind of dexterity.
Neither did I.
We have hit 10 retweets. Sphinx, please could you use roll in chat? Lucky. Who is someone in this village that Lucky has become close to? Not a gang member, to be clear.
Is there an Undertaker?
Yeah, by all means.
Them?
Okay. It's actually the Undertaker's little girl comes up to you. Just a child. And she comes up. Hey, Lucky! Dad gave me these sandwiches for you to take on the adventure today. He says good luck.
I'll tell you that is mighty nice of him.
I will. Do you need anything else?
No, I guess I'm good.
Excuse me, friends. I've got Bobby and Lucky's measurements, but can I take yours? She says to Haim and Jinx, producing
Jinx
a tape
just
measure.
kind of stands with her back towards the girl in the T-pose.
Hey,
And-
adjust his hat. Measurements for what?
Well, you know, just in case.
Case of what?
It's if you die, hey, they need the measurements for the casket, coffin, casket.
Right.
I call it the forever bag.
Oh, all right. I hope you have a lot of wood. T-poses.
Don't worry, in Big Dick's gang, there's always a lot of wood.
You set yourself up for that one.
This is my day.
Can everyone please roll me just a straight d20? Lowest roll is going to get this this item from the reviews.
Oh dear.
Hey, as you are being measured, do you have like a satchel or anything like that?
Yeah, he has kind of like a messenger bag and over his shoulder.
As you are moving that, thank you very much for the subscription with Twitch Prime there. As you move that, you see a heavenly glow emit from the bag.
Oh,
Haim's patient enough that he'll wait until after the girl's finished measuring, and then he'll open it and look inside without any subtlety whatsoever.
Glowing with the light of salvation and justice is a crystal halo in your bag. A literal halo.
He'll just straight up pull it out of his bag and be like, Jinx, is this yours?
No, I've never seen that before.
Ooh, shiny.
He'll
It's not yours. Why do you keep waking up with the holy things in your... I don't understand.
he'll try to gently put it on Jinx's head. Because she's an angel, right?
Oh.
Well,
Sure. Not just angel is such a nice word for my poor cursed baby.
as you try and place it above Lucky's head, not Lucky's head, above Jinx's head, it kind of hangs there a little lopsided. Doesn't quite look
perfect.
like it fits.
Does it look awkward?
That's
Like
up
hindering?
that's up to Cammy.
I'm not sure this fits me. Maybe you try.
Gently pluck it and put it on his head.
You
He'll take off
see-
his hat, so he's bald.
Hey, miss, it's far too small for my head.
Oh no, this bothers him. Puts his hat back on. He looks over at Lucky. Slowly approaches Lucky.
They'll
Puts
take
on
off
his
their
head.
The Cinderella halo.
When you put it above Lucky's head, it glows brighter for a second, and then disappears. Lucky,
Does it mean?
you and only you hear. Thanks, I've been looking for that.
Oh shit.
Have I
Meanwhile,
heard
Bob
this
is
voice
like-
in my life?
That again. Do that again.
Sorry, I missed what you said, Fab.
Have I heard this voice in my life?
Oh yeah, this is the man that you made a deal with.
Well, what do you want?
Nothing. Just expect I had to. It'd be an interesting gig.
That will be something to see.
Why don't we wind forward to the space between Rosewater Hills and Reedwater Clearance?
Yeah.
You decided to take up on the rise above the bends, right? You can see the train is coming in real slow around the bends, taking it nice and slow. This is the first train journey from north to south that's ever happened. So they're being extra cautious, you know, they're not trying to push it or anything, they just want to get there.
Like, are there any of the wagons that look fortified or like they're holding something special?
So they do look a little fortified, yes. In fact, all of the carriages are made of solid steel. And you can see some marks on them. Sending stone rings through from group 2. And it's Errol. Hey! The team 1 let us know that there was real heavy resistance, and we managed to take out at least 10 of them. They hit old Bill though.
Not old Bill.
It's all right. He just rose right back up from the dead. I don't know what he's doing, but he's still kicking.
No.
We couldn't find out which carriage the safe was on, but expect resistance when you get down there.
Ooh, resistance.
All right, over.
What is over?
So, I guess, yeah, what do you say? What do you say before a big heist?
I usually just yell very loudly.
Okay, so I guess we have to time our descent.
How far away is the train?
This is a long stretch, so it can be as far away as you choose. It can be as far away as you like for the time being. We'll put some real timers and pressure on later, but for now, in this planning stage, you can decide when you would act.
Is there any one of the cars that look like it would be a better place to jump on, like a soft landing?
Okay, give me a perception check.
All right, perception.
First roll of the game.
Ooh, boy, and it's me. Let's go.
Okay, on a 13, you can see right at the front of the train, there's the coal bed. The coal will at least be a bit more broken up than some of the metal. Other than that, there are ladders on a lot of the cabs, so if you were to ride next to the train, you could possibly hop across onto one of the ladders. It's going slow enough to be horse speed.
All right.
Oh, something else.
Then Bobby points to the train. Oh, we could jump onto the coal. Unless you're afraid of dirtying your clothes. Mine are already pretty dirty, so that's not a problem. Oh, we could jump on the ladders over there with the horses. My horse is not very zen, though. I'm not sure if that's important.
Do we see any rock outcroppings or something we could hide behind? For
Give
the
me
train to...
You also give me a perception check.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Perception. Wow.
You can't see like rocks, but you can see like a thick bush next to the tracks.
Just pluck it and ride.
The bush is big enough to hide behind.
It's big enough for 4 horses and 2 large people to hide behind.
It's you could almost consider this a brush rather than a
Okay.
bush, you know. But it's like almost cartoony in shape. It's big. It's green.
I think that perhaps avoiding jumping might be the best course of action here. Don't want to accidentally break a leg.
Ah.
Would be bad for the getaway.
I can confirm having a hurt leg makes running away very hard.
All
So
right. Then what do we do?
ride up to the train and try to grab a ladder? Hope for the
right.
best.
If anyone would like to scout the train and see if they can spot exactly where that safe car is likely to be, I will let you make perception checks. Everyone can do this. Remember, from our hype train earlier, we all have a bunch of advantages to use as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna use one. Just. Oh, wow. That sucks.
Cammy, unfortunately, Jinx, all the carriages look the same to you.
Yeah.
Haim will just do a regular perception.
Stockpiling those. You think it's not likely to be one of the carts in the middle, either at the front or the back. It's more likely to be one of the middle ones on a 16. Lucky and Bobby, would you like to make a perception check?
All right, I'll do one. And why not? I'll use
Another
my
16.
advantage. Ah, come on. Both suck.
Diego, you have. Unfortunately, Bobby has no idea where it's a train-ish. Lucky, you know as much as Stella. You think it's going to be somewhere in the middle. It's a 5-cart train, so you've got 5 carts to choose from. You don't think it's going to be one of the end ones. It's going to be one of the middle 3. Okay. Have you done enough planning and enough scouting? Are we ready to try and board the train, or?
I'll say we just take the middle.
Yeah, let's go straight to the middle.
The plan, then we at least know how far to either end.
Alright, let's head down to the bush there and wait for the train.
Yes, that weirdly green bush.
Haim will make a look at Jinx. Like, hey, you should hang back a little so we can talk. Look. But it's not subtle at all.
Jinx is gonna be like, I have a stone in my shoe. I'll be right there.
So Lucky and Bobby, you see Haim clearly give Jinx a hey, we should talk look, and then Jinx like, I need to tie my shoe. How are you both reacting to this?
Bobby hangs back at the bush, like just waiting. And when he thinks Hein and Jinx looks his way, he's just.
Lucky would be looking back. What are you two doing? We got a job to do here.
Yeah. You go ahead. We'll be right behind you.
Don't delay too much. The train's not gonna wait for anyone.
See, I'm wondering if you were gonna let us stand out there in the cold.
No.
So the thing is, we're dating, and we have this ritual before anything we do, where we kind of talk to each other, wish each other good luck, don't die, stuff like that.
Ah,
beet
that's
red.
weird.
Jinx, can you please make a deception check?
I can.
With Haim
Try.
around as well, would it be fair to impose this? I'm going to impose one of your disadvantages on you.
Mm,
On an 11,
hmm.
is anyone wisdom modifier 2 or higher?
Nope.
Nope.
Deceptive enough. Could be true. Haim goes bright red, but he could just be embarrassed about being, outed like that.
I make some sort of snarly noise and turn the horse back around and look at the train.
He's probably got about enough time for this Jinx Haim conversation.
Haim will scoot over to Jinx and he just like takes off his hat. He holds against his chest. He like leans in. He's like,
So, what are we gonna do here?
Good question. So if we go through with this, we'll be outlaws. I'm not sure I like that. I have enough problems as it is.
Yeah. I'm sort of bound by an oath to uphold the law. This has definitely been testing that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we can deceive our way through this and send these boys off with a bag of rocks? I don't know. This is all so overwhelming. I've never heisted before.
you see him kind of look uncomfortable. He's ruffling his hat up, scrunching it in his hands, and he kind of flexes his muscles.
I could throw him off the train. After we get past
Do you really want to
Creedus
hurt the
door.
guards, though? Maybe we just subdue them and fight off the remainder of Big Dick's forces?
I think that's the only choice we've got. We didn't necessarily prepare for this.
No, we really fucked up.
Now, Jinx Haim, could both of you make me a stealth check, please?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Jinx, I'm going to impose disadvantage as well.
Oh. Wait. That is so mean.
Rob!
Use one of my advantages.
Wow.
That's so mean, Scrat.
Oh,
Oh.
So, Lucky, Bobby, Haim is pretty quiet. You can't make out what Haim is saying. But Jinx, who was saying about tying people up and letting people go with bags of rocks and stuff, you can just about hear what what she's saying. The train's maybe far enough away for us to resolve this.
Oops.
I'd be pulling my gun, pointing it straight back at them. Now, what are you two saying?
Haim just looks kind of dumbfounded towards you, and then he like leans into Jinx and gives her a big old smooch on the forehead.
Our conversation's done. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, right behind you then.
Right behind you.
Yeah.
What can go wrong?
A lot of things, but I hope it doesn't.
Let's get behind the bush there, Jinx, Miss Jinx.
Scooch on over. There's a lot of bush for everybody.
Yep. Oh my god, I'm 12.
Same.
We all are, apparently.
There's a clear track, like a beaten track around the bush, that you all can kind of stand. It actually runs next to the train lines as well. It looks like this might have been a popular lunch break spot for when the people were putting the train lines in. The train is coming. Okay. Are we waiting until the middle cart is going by and then trying to jump onto it? Is that the plan?
I suppose.
As soon as we see cart number 2, we ride out to try to meet the middle one.
Match speeds. I like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on horseback, you all have the speed to keep up with the train. No check required there. You've got the 40 feet per second. Easy. To jump onto the train, though, I'm going to need an athletics check from all of you. Athletics both for the jumping and also for the gripping of the ladders. So who's going first? What's your order? Marching order for getting onto the train?
Seeing as I got the shield, I think Bobby should be the first. Everyone okay with that?
Then I'll be definitely last.
Alright, then I'll do the check. Come on.
An 11's good enough. Better than the nat 1 on the other side there. It's kind of sloppy looking. You like jump across and like you've got like the one hand thing, and then you can right yourself, and you can. The ladder just leads onto the roof. So you can go there, or you can try and maneuver your way around to between the two carabins. Which way would you like to go?
To the roof.
To the roof. Up Bobby goes.
And when he gets into the roof, he's like, haha! I almost hurt myself.
I guess Jinx is next.
Sure thing.
Okay. And it was athletics.
Athletics indeed. Very, very agile, Jinx, as you jump across and grip hold of the bars, no problem. Which way would you like to go? Up onto the roof or left to between the cabins?
Up.
Up
I'm
onto
going up.
And the train's moving nice and slowly at the minute. It's easy to stay up here. You've got plenty of balance. Haim, I believe you're next.
Yep. Haim will jump on in there. Huh.
16's plenty good enough. You grip hold. You are on the train. Up or left?
He's gonna go left.
Between the carriages. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be something you can see there, but before we do that, let's get Lucky's jump done.
I'll just Misty step onto the train.
Fantastic. Onto the top or near Haim?
Near Haim.
Near Haim. So Haim and Lucky, You can see through these windows on this train door that the middle cart, they both look identical, okay? They have a box in, a large box, which could be a safe, and they both have guards. 2 guards per carriage. Up on top, you can see there is like a hatch about midway up the train that looks as though it's used for roof access.
Bobby points with his hammer to the hatch, like, I see an entrance, and he starts making his way towards it.
Fantastic. Got you heading towards the entrance.
Hang on, Bobby. I'm gonna send my familiar into the cart that we're on top of. To eavesdrop. It's a spooky cat.
A spooky cat appears inside and
Tries to hide.
These 2 guards, can you see through your familiar's eyes, or do you just hear what they hear?
I'm pretty sure it's like a familiar, but better. Yeah, it's the same.
Same.
As unfamiliar. Yep.
So you can see these guards are actually very well trained. They seem to actually be guarding. They haven't got, any of the cliches. They're not engaging in a conversation about a thing. They're not distracted by anything. They're one's got their eye they've got their eyes on the windows. They don't seem to have spotted you all getting onto the thing. The bush seemed like it was a very good idea. But they are actually guarding. There's no conversation or anything to overhear. They're genuinely guarding.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to send it to the next cart over. So that would be the one where Haim and Lucky aren't. So if this is us, so this one instead of this one.
Cart 2 then. Okay.
Yeah.
In cart 2, there are another 2 guards and another box, just like the other 2 carriages. In this one, there's 2 guards, but a third guard comes through and says, "Be careful, we've got word. We know Little Richard's going to be trying something, and with the train going slow through this pass, be on your guard." And starts heading towards cart 3.
Okay. And the guards looked just like the other ones?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Varying race and genders, but same uniform, same
Attitude.
Guardy
Yeah.
guards.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna kind of get on my knees and look over the edge of the roof of the cart and whisper as best as I can to Haim and Lucky that there are like ruses with guards posted in every cart of this train.
Haim will look over to Lucky and say, should we hit this one or the one further up?
I think one is just as good as the other. What guess do we have?
And Haim will just kind of give a thumbs up to Jinx.
Okay. And we've got Bobby by the hatch. Jinx has done a bunch of recon. So what are Lucky and Haim doing?
Well, I cast Mage Armor on myself because I can do that at will.
Yep. Done.
Haim will slowly begin to make his way over to the door. So like the door furthest from the other. So he's not gonna like try to cross over past the windows. He'll just go to the door, I guess, closest door. so you can enter the cart.
Middle cart or the back cart? 3 or 4?
3.
3. Okay.
The first one that has the first chest in it.
The one that Jinx and Bobby are on top of. Yeah.
Yes. And he will cast Shield of Faith, so he just kind of like grips at his hidden deputy badge, and he'll cast Shield of Faith on himself.
As you do that, for a split second, that halo appears above Lucky for a second again. Disappears.
Haim is just staring at Lucky. Blink.
What?
Your halo was showing for a sec.
Interesting.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
How did your halo end up in my bag?
That was my halo.
Are you sure?
Well, it's
Oh,
my
no,
halo
was it
now,
mine?
apparently.
I hope it wasn't mine.
So, there we go.
I'm
And,
gonna telepathically tell Lucky to wait for my count. And I'm gonna switch over and tell I'm the same. And I'm just gonna use my words on Bobby.
Okay, so we're having an attack here then, like a pincer attack coming through the roof and through the back of the train. Fantastic. Okay, so then...
Except I'm gonna say something different to Haim. I'm gonna be like, when we bust in, we subdue these guys and tell the guards we wait for Jackson.
So, if Lucky's looking at Haim, you would see Haim kind of like, he's getting a message. He's not very subtle about it. And then he just kind of, his eyes get kind of wide and he adjusts his hat. He looks nervous.
Okay.
Lucky will squint at him.
Just kind of gives you a thumbs up.
Bobby will just keep on smiling.
Well, on her count then.
So I'm gonna tell Lucky with my mind that he has to count with me, but on his fingers, so Haim can see too. And I'm just gonna do it with my fingers up top. 3, 2, 1, and I'm just gonna kind of swoop through the ceiling.
So you all hear it. You all hear the 3, 2, 1, and you can burst into this train carriage. I'm going to give you a surprise round against these guards before we start rolling initiative. So what would everyone like to do in this surprise round?
I'm gonna cast Jam Weapon on Lucky.
Oh no.
Oh no, the PvP begins. So PvP is a difficult thing to do, especially with new people. So let's all stay clear here. If everyone okay with this, first of all. Okay, we're jamming Lucky's gun.
Yeah, because I don't want to get shot before I can be like, hey, if you switch sides, you don't have to die. So, you know.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you're double crossing?
Oh yeah.
I think
Why won't it
Haim's surprise round would have been kicking in the door.
Oh yeah, we'll say that the kicking in the door is the surprise round, so you can still have an action against the guards or whatever.
It won't react to me pushing it. What is going on? Hang on. Did I put in the spell wrong? It won't work. Output. Spell card, blah, blah, blah. I put everything in right. Hang on. Okay.
Have a little look here.
No, I think I'm.
There we go. The loaded firearm, you can see jams upon firing. Ah, so this is actually a reaction that you can take when someone does fire. So you can hold on to that if you like and have a different action.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, hands up, look behind. Well, one hand up this way towards the guards, and then one hand like this so I can cast. And be like, we work for Jackson. We're here to stop the robbery.
Maybe we're not going into combat after all. Jinx drops down, raises their hands, and claims they're working for Bobby Jackson to stop the robbery. How do we all react to this? The guards have drawn their revolvers.
So Bobby smiles and he drops down. He's like, ah, a clever ruse. He doesn't get it at all. So he just drops down. And how far am I from the closest guard?
This carriage is maybe 40 feet long, so if you drop down in the middle, you're 10 feet from each guard.
10 feet. So I rush in and I strike the closest guard with my anvil hammer.
Ooh, and an 18 will definitely hit. You can roll damage by clicking on the smith special.
Exactly.
You got it? Cool. Yeah, you do 5 damage to this desperado. Is there any... no, I thought there might be special effects. No, cool. So you hit them, and they take 5 damage. They don't look massively damaged by this turn of events.
Just a thing. How close is this guard that attacked to the closest guard?
How? Oh, so they're 20 feet apart.
Well, I'll just use my bonus action then to bash him with my shield because I have this. I'll bash him away from me with my shield, close towards the next guard. Sort of clump them together.
The middle of the train. So they're now 5 feet apart. One guard has been bashed towards the middle of the train. Okay. Haim, Lucky, we still have some surprise round actions from you.
I think like Haim would have kicked in the door and he would have been in there. Then he would have seen Jinx, put his hands up. And I don't think he would have really done anything. Well, no, okay, no. For his action, he'll pull out his badge and he'll hold out his deputy badge. And he sort of like turns to look at Lucky. But he doesn't have any weapons, badge in hand. And I guess maybe for an action, try to persuade the guards and say, my name is Haim Half Giant. I was a deputy of Sweetwater. We're here on behalf of Jackson.
Well, that is very interesting. Lucky'd be holding a gun out. He was gonna shoot, but other things apparently. So what is this supposed to mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of a thing, and he sort of holds his weapons like.
And how do the guards react?
The guards
shoot at us.
They have their revolvers ready, but they look confused. There's definitely at least one gun on Bobby who has hit one. Persuading them will be at disadvantage because combat has started. Haim, give us that persuasion.
Can I use my advantage to turn it normal?
You can.
Okay. Persuasion. Oh.
A terrible roll. They draw they're gonna start firing. Okay, let's roll initiative, everyone. Can someone track initiative for me, Stella? Would you mind tracking initiative?
I can do that.
It's not good. Oh, come on. Hello, kitty cat.
Missing an initiative.
That's mine.
Oh.
That is
Uh-oh.
typical.
So, Lucky, it'll be your turn first.
I would cast Bursting Shot, which means I need to take an attack.
Okay.
I should have used an advantage.
Oh, this is where my reaction would come in.
Yes, that is true. So as you fire, can you pop the spell again just so we can have a look?
Yeah, hang on.
I believe as a reaction, your gun's gonna jam. Who are you firing at, Lucky? Just to be clear, the guards.
The gods.
Yeah, yeah.
Jam weapon.
Because they are firing at us.
Yes. Oh yeah. So the loaded firearm you can see jams upon firing. The attack fails, and the firearm is jammed. The jammed firearm can't be used to make an attack until a creature uses its action to clear the weapon malfunction. So it's not like your weapon's broken. You just need to essentially take an action to pull the safety off or whatever.
Loud cursing appears.
Loud cursing. Okay. Desperado. Desperado needs to change that to train guard. The first train guard is going to pull their gun. They're going to aim. Lucky's got a gun. Bobby's just hit someone. We're gonna fire at Bobby. They get a multi-attack with their revolver. So attack 1 is going to be a 9, and attack 2 is going to be a 22. Does the 22 hit you?
The 22 hits.
The 9 does not, I assume.
No.
So please take 8 piercing damage as they unload into you.
All right.
That's the end of their turn. That'll be the one that you hit just moments ago. Next in the turn order is Haim.
Okay. Haim will... So Haim has a feature. This is a Weird West feature for level 4 called Pistols at Dawn. So he is well versed enough in gunslinging that he has various benefits, one of which is when he reduces a creature that is not in cover to 0 points with a ranged attack, he can choose to make it non-lethal and knock them unconscious. So just as like a blanket sort of statement, Haim is not going to try to kill anybody for this entire encounter.
Good. Good to know.
He is going to put his badge away and pull out his large shotgun, and he's going to shoot the guard.
Okay.
Try to defuse the situation. He's going to try to move within 40 feet of them.
The train's only 40 feet long, so
Perfect.
a 15 will hit. Meets beats.
Okay. So that is 10 non-lethal damage.
Yeah, 10 non-lethal damage on the train guard. Number 1 there. The same one that's already been hit, correct?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, they take the damage. It looks as though that if you could sum up how they look in fractions, they look to be about 2/3 healthy as they take this blow non-lethally.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty obvious that Haim is like aiming for parts that won't, aim to injure. It's more resistant than killing blows. And with the shotgun, I'm going to try to push him back 5 feet.
Okay.
That's a feature, yeah. And that's it.
Pushing them back 5 feet would mean that they're both on top of each other. So now both guards have been pushed towards the front of the train away from you. They are both at that end.
Okay. Oh, right. Level 5 paladin, I get second attack. So I'll attack the same guy.
18 definitely hits.
5 non-lethal.
5, yeah. They're looking a little rough. Little rough.
That's my turn.
Seeing you start shooting, the second Desperado is going to shoot at you, Haim. They're gonna They're gonna use their Desperate Gambit to take advantage on all attack rolls, but it means that any attack rolls made against them will have advantage. They're gonna use their multi-attack. Does a 22 hit you, Haim?
Yes.
How about a 13?
No.
So you're gonna take 12 piercing damage.
Okay. Do you want us to do Constitution saves immediately or on our turn?
Do them immediately per damage.
Okay. Okay. So
You're
his
good.
shield of faith remains.
Does indeed. Next up, we have Bobby.
Okay, how far from me are the two guards that are together?
Haim knocked them back. I believe you're closest to them, so they're maybe 10 feet away from you.
And are wait, 10 feet away. Right. All right, I rush towards the closest one, and I also just want to note one thing. I forgot I had this, so I attacked twice. I
Extra.
strike twice
Yep.
with my hammer.
24 definitely hits.
Ooh. Bam.
About 8 bludgeoning damage. This guy's starting to look real bad. And your extra attack?
The 10 hits.
Oh, you rolled both. Sorry, I didn't see the first one. So the 10 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, but as a bonus action, I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers because I'm a great watchman. I'm gonna use staggering blow.
Perfect. You can add the battle die to the attack's damage roll, so we get an extra. Is it a D8 for a warden?
It's
watchman?
a D8.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. And the target has disadvantage the next attack it makes. Fantastic. And
Is it still going?
they're still going. They're still up, but they look real bad. They look real beaten up.
Okay.
Anything else you can do on your turn?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Bobby's just gonna be like, haha, because he's having so much fun.
Then last in the turn order is Jinx.
I'm gonna. What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
A 22 is gonna hit.
Okay. So I'm gonna target the guard who's been hit the worst.
Okay, the one that's looking real bad. The other one's looking absolutely fine. He's kind of looking at his friend, maybe trying to cover some of the damage.
I'm like, stop attacking! God damn it!
Let's
Just kind of.
Let's see the damage on that attack.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
7.
7. They are not quite down yet. They look real bad. But they are not quite down. We certainly are. As we get to the bottom of the turn order, the train door opens at the end behind the two guards, and we see that sergeant or the official in the first carriage. What will I do for the host? Sort of look in, turn back to the back carriage, and just yell, "They're here!" And that's
No,
what
we're
we're gonna take.
not.
And that's where we're gonna take our 5-minute break. We'll be right
This is
right
so
right
fun.
after the break. So awkward for Cammy and Stella trying not to kill anyone, or I don't know. Tee. This is gonna be. We'll see how this unwinds after the break. Do as we do, everyone. Take a break. Grab a drink, grab a bio, do all the things that make you human, and we'll see you in 5 minutes. See you right back. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful break. We most certainly did. We left as a sergeant guard came through the door and yelled back, "They're here!"
And I yelled, "No, that we're not."
Unfortunately, that persuasion check will be incredibly high.
And I realized I haven't used my bonus action or my movement. If I'm in the middle of the cart, sergeant guy is what, 20 feet away from me?
If you're in the middle, they're only 10 feet away.
Okay, so I'm gonna float over and through him and stand. So he's between me and the rest of everyone and be like, "We work for Jackson. This is a big mistake." And I'm gonna use my bonus action to say that.
Please roll me a persuasion.
Hey, oh,
Combat has started, so again, it'll be at disadvantage.
gotta use an advantage.
Back to a normal roll. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
The guard
Ah.
the guard hesitates.
Ooh.
So. All right, look. If you really aren't here to take all the to rob this train, then all of y'all put your guns down.
Well, I don't have a gun, so.
Or your stick thing, hammer.
Ah. I thought we were here to rob the train.
Quick disclaimer, me and Hind, Goliath with the hat, we work for Jackson. These other two are affiliated with Big Dick.
Affiliated with Big Dick.
Well, hold on there. Affiliated is much too strong of a word.
We are like
Currently
Big Dick
in the
adjacent.
employment of.
Currently in the employment of.
But that can be subject to change.
Could it?
We know Big Dick's location at this moment. So, this is really just pointless fighting.
But the money.
You can make money in lawful ways as well.
Haim will put down his shotgun, raise up his hands, pull out his badge again, and he says, Bobby, there's a mighty big bounty on Big Dick.
That is?
He's a very, very wanted man.
Yes?
So much that there's invisible knights in the desert looking for him.
There are?
Yes, and they sing too.
Ooh. So what you're saying is, if I help you take down the reasonably sized dick, I will make more money than I would robbing this train?
Yes, that
Well,
is exactly what we're saying.
You won't
Well,
have
why
to split it.
did you open with that? And then Bobby helps the guard he was knocking down back to his feet. Like
This guard
the
looks
dust
so-
off him.
This guard
I'm
looks
sorry.
so bad. He has like 2 out of 45 HP left. That's how rough this guard looks. Like, he's kind of bloody in places. He's bruised. He's like
Don't
damn,
worry,
you pack a
friend.
punch! Hell!
Don't worry, friend. I'm sure it's not going to hurt like hell tomorrow.
Damn! Dusting himself off. Sergeant says, Alright. Alright. I know opportunity when I see it. You're here to rob the train on behalf of Big Dick.
Well, we were tasked by Jackson to infiltrate the gang, and things got out of hand quickly. So we were just hoping to convince you that we weren't bad guys.
All right, this is opportunity. This is opportunity right here. I can see it. I can smell it. I'm gonna get a promotion. All right. What we'll do, we'll give y'all something that looks like the gold. All right. You go and take care of Big Dick. Y'all can keep the reward. I'll be happy with the promotion. Gotta think of the future.
Well, we noticed 2 chests. Does that mean one of them's a dud?
These safes, yeah, only one of them contains any gold. The others, well, they just contain some coal. We could fill your bags with coal.
Are the chests maneuverable enough that we could probably take the chest itself?
It's like a big safe, like a room safe. Yeah, there'd be enough. Like the reason they were asking Jinx if they could get inside it is because it's big enough for someone to walk in.
Ah. He looks over to Jinx and looks nervous.
Before we go Krampus on this, how do we make coal look golden?
We'll just put it in sacks. Who's gonna know?
Coal dust will probably stay in the sack.
Didn't they give you any bags of holding or anything to take?
No.
Huh. That
That
seems
is-
like an oversight.
It really does.
This is the crappiest train heist there ever was.
At the door that the sergeant came through, the 2 guards have come up. They came, they stood around, not really doing anything, and then one of them went back. That one's just returned and said, "Excuse me, sir. There seems to be 4 or 5 men with horses on the ridge ahead. We're approaching
Oh,
Credence
it's the
Clearwater."
bros.
Well, if we're gonna commit to this plan, we're gonna have to make you look convincing. We might need some of your folk to lay down and look kind of injured while we fill up these sacks with.
I can help you look kind of
Cool.
injured, and he raises his hand.
Bobby, no, just hang on.
Aww.
We can all lay down. We'll get real low. You won't even see us. Do you want us to jump them men and take their horses, or? No. That'd give us away, right?
We left a couple horses behind. No, they're too far away. Maybe just follow us, or don't you have anyone who can scry or?
No, we're fighting men. I'll follow you at a distance. I used to be a scout before I got promoted.
Ooh.
All right. We also have names of some of the bigwigs in Big Dick's gang, so we can nab those too.
Yeah, the
Yes.
names of Big Dick's right and left-hand men be very
we-
important to us.
We know the right-hand man.
I understand he does most of the work.
The names of big dicks, right and left nut. I'm sorry.
All right. Who took the sending stone earlier?
That would be me.
Jinx, the sending stone does its ring thing to let you know there's a message.
Quiet, everyone, quiet.
It's Fred. Jinx, how's it going in there? Do I need to blow this bridge? You're getting awful close to Clearance Creed water.
All good, guards are down. We're coming out with the loot soon.
All right, well done. All right,
Over.
if those men are your pickup, we don't have much time. Men, fill a sack each, then get down. And the guards immediately run into the other safes, grab sacks, deposit them around you, and then lay down. They're all kind of like army laying down like this.
Could you look like you fell down instead of whatever that is?
Can you look a little more corpsey?
Yes, corpsey. Good word. Maybe
Perfect.
do the tongue.
No, the tongue helps.
Well done, men. Your tongue is helping us take down Big Dick.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
All right,
Oh my god.
we got the sacks.
Is it one of those cars where you can open the side, or is it?
Yeah, you can open the side doors, yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna
everyone's down on
do
the
that.
ground. We'll say they passed their performance checks. And you can see they're riding with 4 horses behind him is the 2 dude bros. Dude, you did it!
Yeah.
We did it! Yeah!
Alright! What are we gonna do with the sacks? I didn't think this through at all. We should have got a carriage or something. My god. Alright. Can you just, like, carry them?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
The bridge is coming soon, yo. You're gonna need to jump across. And can we have some more athletics checks for jumping across onto the horses? We're gonna set the DC at 12.
Don't fail me now. Gonna do it. Hey.
Okay. So
Remember, you have advantages.
Bobby and Jinx just dive across. They land on the horses, nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Graceful.
I think I'm just gonna use my advantage on this.
Also use advantage.
That was a
Good.
well-used advantage.
Cool. Good call. So you two also jump across. It looks real elegant. Looks real elegant as you all land on these horses with sacks.
All right, let's take these to the boss.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna be heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yep, that's us. Big heroes.
Team 1 is stuck up near Rosewater Hill. Team 2 took some heavy casualties, actually, so they're, like, trying to, like, sort them out. So it's just us heading back to base. We're gonna be, like, first ones back.
Great. Then let's go before any more guards show up.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go. And the 6 of you can ride towards Big Dick's. When you get back, Big Dick and Fred Durst are both standing in that town square, waiting for people to return.
Big dick friends.
How many other gang members are there around? Like none?
Pretty much none. Only the the NPC gang members like Rosie, the caretaker, his kids, you know, people who make this town a town.
And the bros.
And the bros.
Bros.
Okay.
Haim will sort of drop down the sacks and then he'll like kind of circle his horse around, just trying to be casual. But God, Haim is not a very subtle dude. He's gonna like try to flank them.
You're right there, Haim. This Fred does. Did you do it? Do you have the gold?
We have all these sacks full of gold. Yes.
Bobby, please make a deception roll for me.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages on this one.
Nice.
Aha!
Oh, a 9.
Gold sucked again.
The advantages don't
9.
like you for some reason. On a 9, Fred kind of looks at you all and... What's going on?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
I circle my horse the opposite direction of Haim's. So I'll flank them on the other side.
As you start flanking, I hope you aren't all planning a double cross, and he sort of loosens his holster.
Oh, I'm not planning anything.
No planning double crosses here. This has been a double cross from the beginning. Hello. Hello.
Oh
Here
my
to take
goodness.
you in. Finger guns. This is
That is an actual spell.
Yeah.
There's a spell that is finger guns.
Mhm.
In the Weird West one.
Yeah, but it's not that. I don't have that.
Haim will draw his shotgun.
And as I say that, I think I'm gonna cast Bane on Little Richard.
Okay, so I think y'all weren't subtle enough for this to be
A surprise?
a surprise. So we're gonna end up rolling some advantage. Like hastily put together Big Dick stat sheet. Okay. Everyone please roll initiative. You'll be pleased to know that Fred Durst, just a regular desperado. Again, Stella, would you mind tracking for me?
Yep, I can do that.
Oh wow, we have 3 going the same.
We'll let you all go first on the 17s.
Wow.
So Lucky and Haim are both 17.
Lucky has better dex, it
Yeah.
seems.
So the bros are still on their horses?
The bros are still on their horses. They haven't joined the fight yet. They look utterly confused. The subtle subtext of this situation is completely lost on them.
So subtle.
So I
Yeah.
actually just want to use Mage Hand to open one of their saddle lashes and have one of them just fall off their horse.
Okay.
I'm trying to protect them from not joining the fight.
Well, we will see. You will definitely get. We can do that before the round. Yeah, you can undo one of their saddles, and we'll see what happens at the end of this round when they have to make a decision. Fred looks at you both, and he's gonna draw. Now look, I'm gonna give y'all one more chance. I ain't going in with no law. Put down your guns, and we'll take the money, and we'll all be happy.
Funny story about the money.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it would be nice to take you in, Fred, but we really just want Big Dick.
He's gonna hold his action for if one of you shoots at him. Next in the turn order is Lucky. The saddle stuff's already done.
I'll shoot at Big Dick then. I mean, what's the holdup?
Sure thing.
I fail miserably.
On a 7,
wow.
the gun hits, you fire it to the ground. Big Dick smirks. Any more for any
It's a
more?
warning shot.
Would you like to try and make a persuasion or performance roll to try and make that believable?
Can I do intimidation? I have all sorts of advantages on that one.
Yeah, you can use intimidation.
But I can't.
Oh my god.
Did you use an advantage?
No, I didn't.
No. Okay, so it's very clear that this was not a warning shot. Next in the turn order is Haim.
Haim will very dramatically flutter open his duster, and then the sunlight glints off of his deputy badge, casting Shield of Faith on himself. And he points his shotgun at Fred, and he says, "We are the law." He's gonna cast Chromatic Bullet, which is it's a domain spell for the Oath of the Badge, and I just do a normal attack, and on a hit I do an extra 1d4 damage. How far away is he?
Well, you guys were surrounding him, so I assume you're all within like 20 feet of each other, right?
Okay, excellent. Pew.
A 13 will unfortunately not hit Richard.
Okay.
Fred, right? You're aiming at Fred.
Yes, and I'll use my second attack on him.
Having been attacked, Fred attacks back. He's gonna make one attack with his revolver.
I'm gonna use my reaction to jam weapon.
Oh my god, reactions on reactions. You jam Fred's weapon. So his shot fails.
I know you're dead.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. I didn't want to have to do this, but now you're all gonna find out why they call me Big Dick. And
Because of irony?
he is surrounded. He's not looking great. He also has the Desperate Gambit thing, so he's gonna have an advantage on all of his attack rolls. Big Dick draws 2 revolvers. And has a lot of moldy attacks. Gonna be 1 shot each. Haim. Haim, does an 18 hit you?
Nope.
Ooh. Bobby, does a 20 hit you? That one's on Bobby, Diego.
Oh, Bobby, it's me. Well, I don't know why I forgot what I was. Yes, but unfortunately, 20 minutes.
11 piercing damage from Bobby. Yep, in his left hand, his gun rests lazily as he fires at Lucky. Does a 13 hit you, Lucky?
Nope.
Jinx, a 21.
Yeah.
I'll use my reaction to jam the weapon.
You have jam weapon too? No way.
It's really badass.
Okay. Sure. You jam Big Dick's weapon. His left hand is now useless.
Conquer ambidextrous.
Jinx, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Halloween Curse on Big Dick. At level 1. No, oh yeah, level 1.
Tendrils of black mist extend from your fingertips, latching onto the creature and draining its vitality. Dex saving throw, 1d12 necrotic damage.
Yeah, so we're gonna need a DC 15 Dex save. What? What? What?
Sorry. My dice luck, it's back. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Jinx? Do they still take damage?
Hang on. On fail save, it takes. Yep, it takes 1d12 damage on a failed save.
Yeah, it looks like
Blah.
no effect if they succeed. They succeeded. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it says on a failed save, the target takes 1d12.
Yeah,
That
they
doesn't make it.
they didn't fail, so I don't think there's any damage on a success. I'm afraid.
Right. I don't. My brain is.
It's okay. I understand. The cold. You are doing very well, I must say. So much appreciation for you right now. Anything else you like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna send my lovely pet out to. Oh, where is it? There it is. Out to do some life draining. If it would just show up. There we go.
Was it taking a cat nap?
Yes, it was. So life drain on a DC 10 con save.
Life drain. Is that on Big Dick as well?
Yeah. So he takes. If does 17 hit,
Yeah, 17 hits. He's gonna take the 6 necrotic damage,
and then make a con save.
and his hit point reduced, and his maximum hit points are reduced by that amount as well.
No, not if he makes the save.
He didn't make it. Oh wait, he did make it. It's DC 10. Yep.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Scrat. I'm here all week. Okay. Now, is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, get off the horse, maybe. That's about
You
it.
can certainly get off the horse, no problem. Get off your horse, little lady. Off you get. Last in the turn order then is Bobby.
All right. So first off, Bobby is gonna jump off his horse. Does that count as an act? No,
Yeah,
right?
you can jump off your horse. We'll say it's 5 feet of movement in any direction you like.
Okay. What I wanna do is I wanna point my hammer at Big Dick and I'm gonna shout, "I'm coming for you, Mr. Dick!" and I basically marking him with the Warden's Mark.
Hey.
Pretty much bonus action. He's gonna get disadvantage at any attack that is not aimed at me, and I'm gonna run at him. I'm gonna charge him,
Sure
and I'm gonna strike him with my hammer. That was bad.
Okay, a 13 does not hit. Oh, 2 13s. Neither of them hit, I'm afraid. As you swing twice, he's definitely focusing on you now, though. You know, as...
Alright. I guess I'm done.
You want to be the main heir of my ire? Back up.
Apparently.
back with the dude bros. One dude bro to the other goes, "Oh man, we need to help. Yeah, but which one? I don't know. Let's just help someone." And like one goes to get off their horse, and as it's undone, the saddle just rolls, and they just like hit the ground. And the other dude bro's like, "Oh dude, man, that really actually hurt. Like my shoulders like really messed up. Oh man, it's all about recovery, dude. Keep it moving. Like I'm coming down. I'll help." And like second dude bro gets down and starts like helping dude bro do like these sort of motions. Like, how's that feel? Crunchy, real crunchy. Oh, like they haven't joined combat yet.
Oh, I love them so much.
We go back to the top of the round, and it is Fred's turn. Fred is also getting desperate. He hasn't had any of his... No, he had one of his guns jammed. In fact, he only has one gun. So he's going to use his action to free up his gun. As he, like... So actually, I'm going to retract the Desperate Gambit. He's not making any attacks, so it's not any use to me. He's going to spend the action just like... Alright, no more funny business! Next in the turn order is Lucky.
I will try to shoot Big Dick again.
Please do. Fortunately, an 11 will not hit. You do have advantages to use if you'd like
I'll
to.
use that advantage.
Sure thing. I'm not just going to give you the 22, though. That's cheating. It might not have worked. Please roll again.
No problem.
Hey! Please roll that damage. 15 points of damage on Big Dick. Immediately, Big Dick starting to look a little floppy. Anything else you can do on your turn, Lucky?
No, I think that's it.
Then next in the turn order we have Haim.
Haim will lift his shotgun up into the air and say, "Y'all are under arrest. He, in the name of the law." And then he's going to cast Bless on my 3 party members here.
Oh my goodness.
So what that means is that my Shield of Faith will have to go down because this is a concentration spell. But for all my party members, whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you can add a die 4 and add it to your roll.
There you go. So D4 extra to your rolls there. We all know how
Clutch.
useful this spell is. Okay,
And that's it for my turn.
that's it. It's Richard. Richard looks at the jammed gun in his hand and just tosses it aside. He puts the other pistol in his pocket, well, down the front of his trousers anyway, and pulls out a massive revolver. It's like half the size of his body. It looks like a python on steroids. And he's going to fire at Bobby. Does an 8 hit you, Bobby?
Nope.
Multi-attack, but he only gets 2 with a big dick. Does a 9 hit you?
Nope.
Nope. So, 2 massive shots. They call it a pea shooter because it can't shoot very accurate. These shots fly around you.
Yeah. He blew
these-
his load.
He certainly blew it.
Yeah.
After Richard, it's Jinx's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try the Hollowing Curse again, but this time at level 3.
Level 3, and it's still a dex save.
Mm-hmm. DC 15.
Oh!
Beautiful. So that is 3d12 right? Yes.
3d12.
Ooh, boy.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
okay.
Oh
Could've
my
been better,
goodness. That could have
but-
been a lot better. That is a very below average roll.
Mm-hmm.
And as Hemit, does it say that like dark fingertips? So as your fingertips drain Big Dick, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Uh, let's see. I'm gonna send my pet to life drain the dick.
Oh my goodness, that is an incredible amount of damage. Big Dick looks severely weakened. He drops to one knee. He's in a bad way.
Okay, and if he doesn't succeed on the Constitution saving throw, his max hit points are reduced by 14.
Oh, and he does not.
This is my round. My round. The dice gods
The dice
are
gods are
smiling
smiling.
upon me.
So at the bottom of the turn order, Bobby, Big Dick's on his knees. Looks like you can finish him off.
Alright, so Bobby raises his hammer and bam! Strikes at Big Dick. Bam!
Oh, that's gonna hit as well. That's gonna hit.
Let's roll the damage of this one to see if he's done. 9.
Bobby, as you strike Big Dick with your hammer, how does this look? How do you end the reign of Big Dick?
So basically, Bobby like raises his arms like, and he brings down all his force, and then he stops right on top of Big Dick's head, and he's like, "Pah!" with the butt of his hammer to knock him out. And there goes Big Dick.
Big Dick slumps to the floor. Fred's on his revolver looking around at you all. He doesn't look like he's willing to go down without a fight. He looks kind of like a rabbit stuck in a corner. Fight or flight.
Could I try to intimidate him?
You certainly could.
Okay, so then Bobby turns to Fred and he's like, "Come on, Fred, you want to turn with my hammer too?" And he whacks his hammer on his shield, making a loud bang. Huh?
Please roll me that intimidation check.
And let me see intimidation. Here we go. And ho! 21.
All right, I get it. You're clearly a superior force. Throws down his gun.
That's what my mom tells me.
All right, I don't want to die. What do you want me to do?
And he sort of looks over at Hank. What do you want him to do?
Haim will reach into his satchel and pull out a pair of manacles or handcuffs.
He puts his hands out willingly. I'll go quiet. I'll go quiet.
Haim will bind his hands behind his back and make sure that there's no weapons on him. And we'll wait for the guards to arrive.
And Bobby points with his hammer towards the bros. And what about them?
And I still like, is it feeling any better? Like, yeah, actually it is. It's starting to free up.
Leave them alone, Bobby.
There won't be a problem.
No.
And then like they sort of like stand out like, oh, so does that mean like you're the bosses now?
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So like
looks-
all the money we took from the train is ours?
Sure it is.
Everything we took from the train is ours.
Haim
Let's
will
make a deal. What were you going to say?
Haim will look over to Lucky and kind of just tilt his head a little. You think you'd be able to run this place better than Big Dick here?
Well, better than Big Dick, certainly. But he just ran up a bunch of crazy people. I don't know if I can control that.
But Bobby puts a hand on Lucky's shoulders and is like, "You're the big dick now."
Lucky Dick.
The big lucky dick.
Will Haim will kind of up nod towards the Undertaker and the kid. Seems like you've got friends here. You care about the people here. More than gun running, at least.
Is this Fred you're talking to?
I'm talking to Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be right about that. And I look towards like the rest of the townspeople that probably come forth now that we've subdued Big Dick.
Yeah, the Undertaker.
Who we should tie up, by the way.
The Undertaker
good
comes
idea.
out. He's got a little Richard-sized coffin, and when he sees like Bobby has like just hit him with the head and he's knocked out, he's like, ah. Sounds taking it back to the shop. Never mind, Papa. Yo, everyone! These guys are in charge now. Like, we're no longer Big Dick's gang, we're Lucky Dick's gang. Oh wait, Lucky Sullivan, you've like sullied the Big Dick. Man, did I just do like a play on words? You really did, bro. That was really good. Like, really good for you. Totally.
The solid dick gang.
Oh my god.
Jinx is gonna go over to Little Richard and cast Spare the Dying so he doesn't croak because he might have useful information.
Haim will hog tie him with the lasso.
From near the town, you hear as the sergeant, whose name we never got, brings in not just himself but a number of guards. You understand? We'll just be an escort. Well done.
Do we get our money now?
Well, I'm sure Jinx and Haim will handle that with the receipt from their bounty. Let me tell you, a Big Dick bounty is a big reward.
Oh boy, can't wait for that big dick money.
I can always leave my cat as collateral. So you know he'll come back.
Are you giving me your cat?
What, temporarily? If you
What's the cat's name?
spook.
Hey, Spook. I'm Bobby. You're a nice pussycat. Can I pet the pussy?
Jinx came to town with a pussy and left with a big dick.
Oh my god.
And
they-
Bobby was running with a big dick, and now he has a pussy.
A fair
I
trade.
suppose they could come with us.
Someone's gonna be here to pick up the pieces when everyone gets back.
Right, yeah. There's a whole gang that's gonna be coming back here.
Yes, and I think we should be gone by then.
Oh, we could like totally handle them if you want to.
So you two will be in charge?
Oh no, we're not like in charge. That'd be crazy. But we'll like run things.
You could
That's-
throw a party.
Right? Party. We just won't tell them that we didn't get any gold. We'll just like hide it away, and we'll say like, "Hey, yo, it's all been Big Dick's put it straight into gun running, but Big Dick might be retiring, and there might be someone new." And then they'll be like, none the wiser. I'm really good at lying.
Or maybe Big Dick took the score and split with Fred because they're secretly in love.
He did, that bastard.
What a lovely story.
My God, I can't believe this. This whole time I thought Big Dick was cool. No, man, he like left with all the money. Asshole.
It really is. The
Seems like
biggest
that
dick.
what's happening now.
I think we need to wrap it up and get out.
And Rosie comes across and puts a hand on Haim's shoulder. We'll cover your story, Haim.
He will put a finger under her chin and then give her a nice, sweet, romantic kiss on the mouth. I'll be back for you, Rosie.
Tears light up her eyes. I'll wait for you.
While Bob is like,
But yeah, we should leave like now.
Yes. So, were you two going to stay behind and manage the gang? Or are
Well,
you coming?
I just want my money so I can go back to my hometown.
That was what the cat was. It was collateral, so you know we'll come back with the money.
I'll take care well of the spooky cat. Using the right spooky.
What about you, Lucky? Are you like staying? Are you our boss now?
I think I'm going to be staying here.
Oh.
I'm happy to have freed these fine folks from this one.
And
Oh,
we
the
know
big
that,
dick.
and we know that Jinx and Haim are gonna make sure Big Dick gets what's coming to him for running away with the money. Like they say, looking at Big Dick.
Yes,
They will.
you will.
Dude.
Jinx is already halfway on her horse, like ready to go.
Yeah, Haim will load Big Dick onto the back of his horse and Fred onto the back of another one. And
Okay. Yeah, Fred's up. He can ride. Hands bound behind him. Right. And away you ride. Jinx and Haim leave the village. Lucky and Bobby. Let's have a little bit of a an epilogue here. Let's talk about what happens to this town as you set the scene. Maybe future campaigns. Maybe this will be a part of a future thing. Who knows? We'll say that Haim and Jinx do return with money.
I was gonna. It's a find familiar spell, so I was just gonna get my cat back and never come back.
Wow. So Jinx never comes back with the money?
Wow.
That was the plan.
Wow.
Haim, do you go back for Rosie?
yes, Haim would come back and he would essentially give up his entire share because he's not in it for the money. He's in it for the oath and the people. So he'd give up all his cut to Lucky and Bobby.
Yay.
Yeah,
And-
James is not a good person per se. So
And I think when Haim comes back, the dude bros sort of take on Haim's outlook on life. They become obsessed with ice. Yeah, they want ice. Just ice. With Haim's share of the money split between Lucky and Bobby, what happens to this town? Does Bobby leave? Does Bobby stay to leave a mark on the town? What happens?
Like Bobby, I imagine this is not Bobby's hometown, so Bobby probably gonna wrap all his money in a big bullet sack and ride back to his hometown, saying, "Bye, Lucky. Bye, Brian. Bye, Jinx. Bye, Spooky. Bye, bro.
ride safe, dude. Yeah, keep it real.
I always keep it real, whatever that means. Bye. And he rides into the sunset.
And I think Bobby riding into the sunset inspires maybe a few other ex-members of the Big Dick's gang to leave also. Maybe those that perhaps Lucky didn't get on with so well or something like that. But a large proportion return, expecting money and rewards, and they hear the story about Big Dick. Lucky, what do you do with the gang?
I'll build a proper town, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll
What's
try
that-
to get him a real frontier town.
And what's that town
With
like?
more than a saloon and a graveyard.
Yeah? What does that town become famous for? What do people travel there for? Like casinos or... I don't know, vices or something good? What?
We got that very famous revival church of that preacher, you know?
Yeah. Indeed. The preacher who, revives. Yep. Okay. And that's what the town becomes famous for. It's a small town.
You could put a sign in front of the town that says, home of the Big Dick. With no context whatsoever.
People
Like
talk...
Jesse James and stuff like that. Tourist
Yeah, it
attraction.
becomes a tourist trap. Everybody comes to see them. When the Big Dick rolls
People
to
reenact the final duel. How Big Dick ran away with the money.
It becomes known as the castration.
power. Oh God.
People come to
Oh,
relive the
God.
castration. Let's pan across to Heyman Jinx. Heyman Jinx, when you get back to the Jacksons, you're let back in with Big Dick and Fred are put in jail, or put on trial. I think they actually probably hang Big Dick for his crimes.
Yeah.
They racked up to a lot of money. Well, Goblin voice. You did great. You did real great. I'm real proud of both of you. So, Big Dick's done. You infiltrated the gang. And, it seems like there's a much nicer person in charge over there now. They're actually trying to make a go of it. Make a city. Town. Whatever. A frontier. What's next? Y'all want more work? You make something like 5,000 gold off of this job.
Ooh, nice. I think it's time for this traveling healer to travel on.
I'm a person who keeps their promises, and there's a sweet little old lady waiting for me back over by Notes name. Where are you?
I don't think we ever got a name.
The empty glass.
Huh.
Maybe I'll get a little house. Set up a little garden.
And you and Rosie make honest people of each other. Rosie stops dancing for the guys' parties.
I mean,
That
she
is-
can if she wants.
Yeah, she decides to keep that just for you.
Oh, so sweet.
What a lady.
She carries on working at the bar though.
Oh, Haim will wake up early and every morning help Father Cassidy make large breakfast for everyone.
And all the people that we've seen, they probably stick around, I think, for the most part. They were of questionable alliance to Little Richard. Excepting the priest, who was off the chain. But he also sticks around, becoming a big part of the town. And that's it. You all live happily ever after. Or do you? As we pan across to the the jail where the headsman visits Big Dick. Something is passed through the bars from Big Dick to the headsman. And no one really knows what happened at that hanging. But somehow, Big Dick truly was a lucky dick. In that he did not get hanged. The gibbet broke. And he was able to flee with the aid of some of them gang members who left. It turns out, Big Dick wasn't only just a big lucky dick, he was also a clever dick.
Big Dick shall rise again.
Be prepared, everyone, for Weird West 2, A Second Coming.
They were better than the biggest dick. Oh wait, I just got that. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Well, everyone, that's it. We've ended the campaign. Thank you. Well done. How are you all doing?
I gotta say, I've been in certain websites where I haven't heard the words big dick as much as I did today.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, I think laughing and awkward tears is probably the best summary of this whole campaign. We are going to go on a raid, everyone. Are we streaming again today? Yes, we'll be back at 7 p.m. with Doors of Daenerys. Do check out our sponsors and things. Tomorrow there's going to be a big announcement from Hero Forge. Go and check them out. You can still go and get on their mailing list for early rewards. Also check out Mage Press, who created this crazy expansion where you can make your very own big dick and have them rise to power. Or be sullied by a lucky jinxie Amy Bobby. Also check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many make these wonderful cards that animate as you move them. I've got a Kazoo stuck to one. There's Ruin. That's my favorites Ruin. Also, let's go around and say hello to everyone. So let's go the other way around and start with Cammy. Cammy, how are you doing?
Okay. Still a bit weird in the throat area, but good. It was fun. Laughter is the best medicine and all that. Yeah, I'm Cammy. You can find me on Twitter under my name up here. I'm also on Redbubble, where I make stuff like this. If you can see, it's a fold. Well, it's a D20 that I folded out and made into a dungeon map.
Beautiful.
And stuff like that. So come check me out.
Yeah, can we get a link to your Redbubble in the chat as well? That'd be amazing.
Yes, you can in a second. Hang on.
We'll see it shortly. Next around we have Sweet Photogons. Fab, how you doing?
Excellent, excellent. This was so much fun, so much fun. I'm Fab Sweet Photogons on Twitter and the Discord mostly. And here, you can follow me on Twitter and find great retweets of Scratch tweets. That's about it.
Fantastic. Such an active member of the community. Thank you. Next around we have Diego Zombie. Oh, hi.
I love this. This was so much fun. I love the Weird West setting, and this was great. I'm Diego Zombie 3000 on Twitter if you're interested, but I'm not a big a deal. Add me if you want. Thanks.
You were absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming to play with us today. We look forward to having you back again.
Thanks for inviting me. I'd be willing to return sometime. No problem.
Last but most certainly not least, Stella.
Hello. I am Stella Luna here on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I do things of the artsy fartsy kind and various types of TTRPGs. I do kind of like goofy RPGs such as Pokemon D&D. We did Dungeons and Doggies, and right now we're doing Symbaroum, which is a dark fantasy gothic sort of Swedish setting. It's really spooky. I do have starting tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be starting a new campaign. It's going to be Ghosts of Saltmarsh. I'm really excited to try it out. It's going to be my first time. But yeah, I just want to say thank you, everyone. This was amazing. I really loved this Weird West setting. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh,
That was great.
I'm going to be thinking about Weird West every time I hear a dick joke now.
Yep.
Yep.
It's this big dick joke. Woo! Wow, wow, wow.
If there's one thing we're big on, it's dick jokes.
Thank you so much.
That is the end of the Weird West section of this game, but not the end of Mage Hand Mondays. Next week we'll be back with High Seas, another expansion by Mage Hand Press, allowing play for pirates.
New characters.
New characters, indeed. We are going to go on a raid. Join us for the raid, please. Go and see if we can raid someone, maybe a little new, someone we haven't raided before. I'm looking at a streamer who's just starting up. Well, not just starting up, but they're a partnered streamer, but they've just started up their stream. So keep you entertained for a good 3 hours while we're away. Keep evoking emotions, everyone, and until next time, I hope you stay safe. See you at 7 p.m. Bye.
Please.